Welcome to the episode number 9, and today is a very chill day. Actually, Saturday. I slept way too long, definitely. I can feel that. I don't know if that will be seen on the camera, on the screen, but I'm super relaxing today. Slept way too long, and that feels great. And that's just feels good. I'm a bit sad about my plant that I bought recently. I feel like it is dying slowly or something like that. Maybe I fucked it up. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. But that feels really horrible. I don't really know much about it. I just bought it because I liked it, and then it's been maybe like 2-3 weeks. It's kind of like I see it's not as healthy looking as it used to be, and I feel really horrible. I don't know why I feel so much like guilt because it is not doing good. I feel like, oh my god, like I don't know, it's just bothering me so much. I can't like relax. Yeah, so whatever needs more sun or more warmth or whatever. So I'm freaking out, panicking, trying to put it all over the place, all over the apartment to like what's the best place for the plants to be at, and I don't even know what's the problem. So really sad stuff, and I hope I figure it out. And if not, I'm gonna be really sad. So yeah, that's that's really what I'm dealing with on a Saturday, like random in the middle of the day. Yeah, so a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I actually have here notes on my phone, but let's jump quickly back to this crypto world because it's such a chaotic thing, and people don't understand that. And at the same time, a lot of people are like heavily invested into this thing, and there's so many like fights right now. Even though, as I said, I have a big belief that it is like a great potential, but that's where it kind of stops right now. It's just on the potential side. Yes, there are some projects, blah blah blah, and even like fuck that part. Really, let's get to the point. The thing is that so many people are promoting it and saying, it's great, it's safe, you can like buy it, it's the new money, all of that stuff. And yes, it is, but there's so much like misinformation, and reality is it is not safe. It can be hacked. You can lose your money there. Like it is not stable. It's not as reliable. And I saw one video on TikTok. I don't know if I can put it here in the video, if I'll be able to find it. But Akon, the celebrity, is talking about like, yeah, you can do it, you can use it, blah blah blah. It's so good, it's so nice. And someone asked him like, can it is it safe to use? Can it be like stolen? He's like, oh no, of course not. Uh, and I actually I don't know what he said. I don't remember what he said, but he said something like, no, it's like it's safe or it's protected. And then, well, here are the news from the like last week or something like that. There were about like $13 million of Ethereum stolen from some kind of platform. That's the thing. Like, imagine in like majority of people who own crypto, or I would believe majority, they just buy like a little bit and they kind of don't care about it. But those who have invested a ton of money, like thousands, let's say, or even millions, and then that thing gets stolen and it just goes away, it fades, it just like goes somewhere. What do you do then? Like there's no one responsible. You can't do anything. You can't get it back. Like there's nothing there. And I feel like it's common knowledge, like it's common sense, but again, it's a very deceptive kind of like new reality because everyone's promoting it so harshly, and then there's so many people making money and blah blah blah. But yeah, the more people are making money, the more scams there are, the more easy it is to fall for these scams, the more traps are being created to like scam bait people and things like that. So in reality, it's just becoming like harsher and harsher. And the one thing also I remember, this was probably like a half a year ago, I learned from one guy that he was trading um, different gift cards for cryptos, and this was exactly on this crypto technology where basically you just trade with another person through the platform. The platform does not basically protect you or the another person. So you're just kind of like in a free world, openly trading. There is no like you would say, a government watching you and like kind of balancing things out for you. So there were some workarounds and ways and blah 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 how you could earn some money there through trading these gift cards and all that. And then the reality is that 90% of those trades are literally scams, because it's an open market now, there's no regulations, and then you can just scam someone if you want to. Like, you can just get away with it, open a new account, do it again, like fake the good reputation in your account, and like this is where it all leads. So it's just the reality. I that's really what I'm trying to like explain here, is the reality is never what it looks like or what it is like presented in like most cases, most situations. So that's really like an absolute craziness. And I see some people who are, you could say, like big believers, and they're like, yeah, like this is the future, it's gonna be like only that, this is the only way. And then you have some just crazy things happening where either platforms going down or money being stolen or like some other kind of crazy problem. Even another thing, I think, actually, let me check. I think I have it on my notes somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the video, but the Coinbase, or one of the, yeah, Coinbase and other of these like wallets and platforms, they use the phone verification systems, which is proven that they can be hacked so easily. And then most of these platforms are using this exact verification security system that is like very, very vulnerable. And it's super crazy, and it's like, it's an absolute madness. It's just like unexplainably like a total disaster. And right now there's, just considering the overall bigger picture, there's like a tiny percent of people of the like entire population that are doing something into crypto in these like systems and microsystems that are owned by just random people and random companies. And for now, it, like, if you just look at it, oh, like it's a cool ecosystem that they created. If you actually go and use it, this is slow, this is broken, this has errors, there are these hacks and all of this kind of stuff. And going back, I remember I talked about these like fucking issues that I always have, like FedEx and Google and all this bullshit. This is literally one of those examples. There is this Binance thing where you basically have like a wallet or whatever it is, you can store your crypto money there, all that stuff. So register there, start using it, and then says, download our app to scan the QR code, and that will be this verification thing. I'm like, oh cool, that's so good. It's so easy to use that. Thank God I'm not gonna get these like SMS verifications. So I download that, go through the app, scan the thing, it says error. Scan it again, error. Scan it again, error. It doesn't work. I'm going to these like forums, like do you fix that, like what is going on? And there's just people reporting like it doesn't work, like from some months ago, and just that's it doesn't work. So then I'm like, okay, well, fuck it, back to the old ways, right? Receive the SMS verification, and then later on I figure out like this is extremely weak and that can be hacked. Amazing, the best security, the best place, the like most like newest system, new technology. Like this is the funniest shit. People present it like, oh, it's like something that has never existed before. It's like the newest technology. You wouldn't know like how, like it's so good, so fast, so reliable. You can't hack that. Like none of that stuff. And then you actually start using it, and broken, slow, doesn't work, doesn't download. Everything is like getting hacked. There's just chaos and bullshit. And like this is the marketing versus reality, and that's how it actually, most of the times, that's how everything is marketed. Like what is being marketed is just like a one beautiful, fantastic thing, like your dream, something that you want to believe in, and you're like, yay, like it's so perfect, calms my soul, I just already want to use that. You actually go to use it, broken, garbage, just trash, just like nothing's working, nothing's reliable, just like scams all over the place. And like, yeah, cool stuff. And with all that, like there is a reality right now where you can actually like learn crazy percentages on your investments. Also, it's insane risk. I really wanted to talk about this while I was setting up these lights. But a week ago was a huge dip in all of the crypto. Like market went down, and basically everyone's freaking out. People start selling. So, like the best part is the influencers. This is my all-time favorite part. The influencers that are like, dude, like, 3 days before they post a new video, they're like, dude, market's going up, you gotta buy it, it's gonna be good, like this coin, you gotta buy everything, like we're going to the moon, we're making so much money. 3 days later, everything crashes down, and they're like, well, it's gonna be okay. Just like, it's gonna be good. It's so hilarious. And then the others just don't post. They're like they go on vacation pretty much. They stop posting anything until the market recovers, and then they go back hyping up whatever bullshit there is. So I just can't relax about this thing, because like so many people are falling for that, and it's so, I don't know, so obvious to just look at it from like a bit of a distance to see what's actually going on. It's like completely craziness, and yeah, whatever, annoying stuff. But that's enough of the crypto bullshit. I think I said enough of what I wanted. Dude, something crazy came up. Actually, I think it was today. But New Zealand to ban cigarettes for the future generations. Read it with the worst accent ever, but dude, if that is true, and first of all, this is in the news, which you cannot believe these days, so it's a maybe, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if that is true, holy crap, I instantly want to move to New Zealand right away. Doesn't matter. Like, let me pay for all the visas or whatever it is, because that's insane. Yeah, I'm speechless, because this is so unreal. It's like they made a decision that moves everything in totally opposite direction, where like everyone's going. Like, everyone's just trying to sell you more bullshit. Doesn't matter if it's good for you or bad for you. Every country, every corporation, everywhere. It's literally everywhere like that. And yeah, then I see like New Zealand just kind of chilling, hanging out, and they're like, yeah, let's ban the cigarettes. And I believe what the article said, that you, like, after some year that you were born in, or like people that were born after some certain year, they will not be sold cigarettes. Like, you just literally cannot buy that. Obviously, all the issues with the black markets, all of that crap, all of it, obviously. But just the public kind of stand, like public position, in public, I mean like in front of the whole world. Like, the first country that's just like, no, we're not gonna sell that. Crazy shocking for me to see that, and really unexpected. I just can't. I'm like, whoa, holy crap! Like, and very, very, very cool. And I think it would be amazing if more of those things would be happening. And I'm also wondering. I always thought about this, because reality is that, who runs the government, who makes these decisions, is just people. It's just people who are older, that used to live, that were born like years ago, and they worked towards it. They got into the government, into these positions, and then they're like actually working towards something. And now, with newer generations being born and people slowly getting older, there is, I guess, more millennials who are slowly getting into the governments, because there's no other type of person that would get into it. Like, eventually it will be younger generations getting the positions in the governments. And I think this is the most fascinating thing, to see what's like the other generation is going to do with the power and with the the abilities that they have to like control the direction, or even like just like, yeah, the overall direction for their country, for example. Because definitely, if you compare like the recent, the newest generations, they're very, very, very different. And I think that, again, most of it obviously is due to technology, the culture shifting like super rapidly, the internet, all those things. So I think there's just potential, just like in crypto, there's potential for something great to happen. And yeah, it's always scary because it's just the potential. It can like stop there once people get the power, once people get the benefits, they can like kind of taste that I guess the power that they have, or even like control over people, over like even like lives of others. That sort of things can get messed up really quickly, and unfortunately, like that has been happening through the entire history, and I think it can repeat itself again. That's just how people are, but yeah. But that's really really cool to see. And again, I didn't even have a plan to talk about this thing, but it came up, Emmer. So that's cool. So that's annoying, cool and annoying. I'm not even sure how much to continue doing this thing, and I also, um, yeah, dude, I'm also just chilling. Uh, Kind of felt tired to do this podcast because I just like want to relax and do nothing. But yeah, anyway, um, yeah, it's feeling kind of good. These lights are flashing into my face. I probably want to get like a little bit of a better setup. Um, Maybe yes, maybe not. I don't know. But I'll figure it out with time. This is another, by the way, like crazy thing that I realized with this whole like podcast doing this thing. The more I try, kind of, the more I set things up for me, the more I have. I guess the more I take it seriously, which is so obvious because basically the more you invest into like anything, whether it is, another person or the thing you're doing, your hobby, whatever it is, the more seriously you take it. And I just noticed how this kind of thing grew on me. I'm like, oh wow, like I want to change this, I want to change that, I want to like go deeper to like really practice different things. The time is only the crazy thing. It's just that there's so much chaotic things happening. Had a really cool call with one of the business owners, and the guy runs, basically what they do is they make stickers, like small stickers for different fruits. Basically, I guess in some countries, if you buy a fruit or like a vegetable or something, it has a small sticker on it, and he's selling those. And I'm like, I remember literally I was like super young. I would like eat a banana or something, and I would look at the sticker and I would think like, somebody made that. Like, where does it come from? Because these little stickers, they don't grow with the fruits, right? Someone actually puts that on them, and like, why did they do it, and all that stuff. And basically, yesterday I had all those questions answered, even though I was kind of consulting the guy towards one thing, but it was a really like a rare weird thing. Very cool guy, by the way. He told me how um, he got into it just like randomly. This is another, by the way, really crazy cool thing, and this is like a concept that I kind of forgot about. But this guy bought this business. He didn't start it. The business was started back into like 80s, and yeah, it has been running for like 30 years. And then they listed it up for sale, and then he bought it. He like checked everything around it, and well, he said the numbers are good and like everything is just there. It's like a ready to go kind of thing. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, to think about it, business actually do sell. I remember, like, even myself, maybe like 6 7 years ago, I was trying to check all the local listings to see what people are doing and what people are selling, because there are really businesses being sold all over the place, like in every single country, city, things like that, which is kind of like an, I guess, unusual type of thing. Especially like, it really depends like where you live and how you live your life. And I mean more of like how much you just kind of trust the system and follow like what you're kind of supposed to do. Then you would probably be clueless that like businesses can be sold and you could just buy one, like including the like all the machines, the staff, the contacts, the systems, the accounting systems, the like resources they have, like all that stuff. Like it's like a fully complete business. And yeah, the point is they are actually being sold, and you just like, if you look around and research and do some things, even like in any like smaller, like super tiny, like maybe even undeveloped type of countries, that thing is happening. And it's just a good thing to be, I guess, aware of. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's also crazy how right now you can pretty much make a business online and sell it exactly the same way. And there's also a ton of these things like with crypto where you would kind of do something but then like sell it and people would be like lost or confused about it. I remember I actually sold one online store again many years ago, but like it was kind of working but kind of not. And then I just listed it up like somewhere on some like website flipping type of service, and some guys bought it. They bought it. They were like super serious about it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know like why anyone would buy that, but it's weird. Again, I talked about this before, but people really buy random shit. Like if they just like it, they would buy it, even if it doesn't make any sense. It's just like, oh, whatever, cool, I like it. Let's go and buy it, or they have hopes for it or things like that, which is crazy thing. I don't know. It makes no sense. All right, let's see what else we got. These things I actually want to keep for the next one. Probably, you know what? Yeah, this is a cool one. It's just a cool TikTok. I don't know why I was scrolling through, but I noticed it, and some surfers, they made this like a little fake wave, fake river, whatever that is. But yeah, surfing seems so fun. I just cannot explain that. I find it also weird how every single surfer has like super long hair, like it's a thing you have to do. Just it's weird and it's a stereotypical thing. And yeah, like you feel like you just have to do it. I don't know, I've never surfed. I definitely want to try, and I hope the world is not gonna go entirely to absolute shit, so I will uh, have a chance to do it. But yeah, that seems so fun. It's so difficult at the same time. So hopefully, if things get better in the world in terms of kind of like moving around freely and not so many bullshits with the restrictions and all those like political things, then would be cool to get to some Hawaii or something like that. Actually, I met a guy from Hawaii. Yeah, I think this summer I met the guy from Hawaii. We were talking for so, and he's exactly like that. He has these like long hair, like typical Hawaiian look, and I'm like, it's so weird. Like by his like blood, by his like where he's originally from, it's like a totally opposite, like a very northern, like a cold place, like where it's just like only snow and nothing else. And he's like, yeah, cool, from Hawaii, like yeah. So I definitely want to go and do that as well. I'm gonna grow my hair uh, up until here. Also have to dye them like half blonde or whatever that is, and just get to surfing. Yeah, that feels really fun. So maybe one day, yeah, maybe one day that's gonna happen or not. I don't know. For now, it's just work and work and work and work and work, and also lots of cool things are happening. Well, again, things are happening that are cool that are just related to well work and things I'm working on. Pretty much everything else is just kind of stagnating, and yeah, it feels, I guess, unstable right now in this world. I know I talked so much about these like different tensions and things changing, slowly shifting back and forth. Um, so yeah, it's concerning, maybe a bit like upsetting to see like what the hell is going on. I'm basically as upset about the governments and what is happening in the same way as I'm upset about the plant that I haven't. That's like struggling right now. But anyway, I feel like this is good enough considering it's just a chill Sunday. So yeah, that's probably it. Let's see what's gonna be next time. I think I already have a solid plan for the next podcast. But anyway, next time.